Hello and welcome. This is meditation, and I am Rebecca, and I welcome you. I noticed some interesting confluence of some of the different communities that I'm part of, and I wanted to bring some of that forward. Jivana Heyman, who is the founder of Accessible Yoga, which is an amazing organization, and he's a teacher and he teaches teachers, and he has a foundation all about making yoga as it should be accessible to everyone. Indeed, everyone. So Jivana Heyman, in his newsletter this week, noted that one of the most poetic passages of the Yoga Sutras, which are some of the ancient teachings, one of the founding sage who is credited with creating the Yoga Sutras, Patanjali, said that pranayam, or breathing practices, they allow our inner light or spirit to shine. Patanjali says that as a result of pranayam, the breath practice, the veil over the inner light is destroyed. So pranayam, breath practices, help us, the pranayam help us to awaken. We are light, interconnected with all the other beings on the planet. And the breath practices help us to remove the veil, whatever that means to you, the obstacles to experiencing that interconnectedness, the truth of that. Pranayam has the power to not only wipe out that veil that is shadowing our inner light, but to allow us to shift our sense of self, to realize that we are that light. One of my favorite teachers, she's a chant expert and a rabbi, Shefa Gold, says that our world both reveals and conceals our light. Our journey of consciousness leads us through our embodiment, this palace of existence, to enlightenment, where wisdom waits for us, ever present. Our life force, that light, is here, inside all beings, similar, right? Radiant and available. We can discover our inner light wrapped within us. As we get closer to it, we ourselves unwrap the mystery of existence, the presence of that divine light, that spark of being within everything. The breath is our vehicle to unveil our inner light, our awareness, our consciousness, our mindfulness, however you would like to define it. So how do we get there? Practice, practice, practice. That's why we call this a practice, because it is something that we take on, that we do over and over and over again, so that it becomes part of how we function in the world, part of how we connect with ourselves, we connect with each other, we connect with a sense of something greater, if that's important for you, or just our sense of interconnectedness, that we are not alone and that we are dependent upon each other. So in today's practice, we'll move into some grounding and breath awareness, as we often do. And then we will begin to see our breath as a light, a golden, warm light. And if breath focus is difficult for you, as it is for some people, then you can just picture the light. It doesn't have to be connected to the breath. So we'll go through our this palace of existence, our corporeal bodies, spreading that light, seeing it, And then allow us to come back again and again to our experience of our inner light. All right. Tall order. No, it's not. We will enjoy this practice. So take a moment to find your meditative seat. That might be sitting on a cushion, sitting on a chair, a couch. It might be lying down on the floor on a mat. It might be sitting on a cushion. Wherever you choose to practice, let that be your practice. Sometimes those Pavlovian choices that we make to come to the mat, to come to the cushion, help us to drop more deeply or more quickly into our meditative practice because it becomes what we do. It becomes a habit. So, taking your meditative seat for today in a place where you can feel safe and comfortable, supported, and allow your spine to lengthen, allow a little bit of expansion with your breath, and allow you to soften into comfort and support. And once you find your meditative seat, take a moment to look or sense around your space, being aware of what is present on the external side. What are the colors that you see? What's the light like right now? Can you see outside to nature? Do you have nature inside? Can you see a plant or a beloved animal? Or just something elemental in your space. I have some little altars on my desk, and they're filled with things like shells and rocks and symbols of meaning to me. So once you have connected with your external environment, allow your eyes to close or take a soft, unfocused gaze, beginning to turn attention a little more deeply inward to your inner existence, your inner awareness. And in the same way, notice what is present. What is coming up? As soon as you begin to quiet, what shows up? Thoughts, emotions, sensations. Notice them, greet them, welcome them. Everything is welcome. And then know that as we go through the practice, we'll begin to focus our attention so that when these things pop up, we'll continue to notice them, and then we'll come back to our sacred center, our anchor, whatever we choose to focus on. So begin to notice your breath, maybe for the first time today. Notice the qualities, not quality, not a judgment, but just a noticing. Is your breath quick and shallow? Is it deep and slow? Is it somewhere in between? Just being aware of breath and how you notice it. Is it at your nose or in your throat, in your chest or belly? This life-giving breath and these practices that give us access to our inner light. As you inhale, begin to expand into the space around you. As you exhale, come and draw a little more deeply inward and settle, allowing yourself to be fully connected to the earth. So you're not holding anything away from settling into the earth. The inhales allow a spaciousness and opening, and the exhales allow a softening and a release, a letting go. Softening through your feet and ankles. through your legs, your hips, softening through your low belly and low back and your middle body so that you can expand with the breath and soften as you exhale. Find an opening in the center of the heart and a softening between your shoulder blades. Allow your shoulders to drop away from your ears, relaxing through your neck and jaw, softening through the muscles of your face, around your eyes and between your eyebrows, smoothing out your forehead and softening the crown of the head. Breath is a light, the light of animation. It is our life-giving element, one of them. And the light of the sun is what makes life on our planet possible. So we'll move from tailbone, from our connection to the earth, all the way up the spine to the crown of the head, and our connection to something greater. Begin to imagine that this breath, this light, however you see it, is moving all the way up to the crown of your head and maybe a little bit beyond into the sky above you. See the light, feel it maybe like the sensation of sun on the top of your head. Or maybe it's just clear and golden light. Bring the light to the center of your forehead, your space of wisdom. See that area light up. Bring the breath, the light, the awareness to your throat, the place of truth and light. See the light fill your heart space. From there, it radiates out. This is our beaming spot. From your heart, see the light move out of your arms all the way down, your wrists, your hands. Spread them wide and allow that light to radiate. Coming back to the body center, to your solar plexus, just above your navel. This is our shining power center, full of the light of the sun, the radiant energy. See it there. And then bring the awareness of the light to your low belly, the seat of our creativity, the light of our creativity. Bring this energy to the pelvic floor, to your connection to the earth, your grounding, the brilliance of our survival. And then allow the light to spread down your legs to your feet. And again, radiating out. You are a being of light. We will begin to move into some quiet. And as thoughts, emotions, sensations present themselves, notice, and then bring your focus back to this being of light. Maybe there's one place, maybe there are many places, maybe it's the whole entirety of your palace of existence. Light up and breathe. Begin to deepen your breath, bringing small movements into fingers and toes, arms and hands, legs and feet. Slowly roll your head from side to side. And if you're on the floor, roll to one side and pause before making your way up to sitting, allowing your attention to stay deeply inward, excuse me, for just a moment or two. We'll seal our practice with one chant of Om for the community we create when we practice together. If you'd like to join, bringing hands together at heart center, we'll inhale. Om Shanti, peace, peace, peace. Jai Bhagwan. May the light in each of us be victorious. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me and with each other.